Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are exploring one of my islands, which has taken an embarrassingly long time to finish, but we won't talk about that, and instead we will talk about what this island is. This is Cynefin, and this is my Welsh core, rural, village, farm core island. There are a lot of themes going on in this island, as you can tell, but overall this is Wales, and the epitome of Wales is rain, which is why I set the dream address with rain. Very important. Let's open these packages that have been left for us. There are two little outfits that I've kind of set up for you. You have the kind of traditional Welsh dress, or you have a rugby uniform. So if you want to dress the part, you are more than welcome to. I'm going to go for a nice traditional Welsh dress. Beautiful. Oh, hello. Excuse me. What are you doing here? Hello. Cruisin. I don't know if I spelt that right. Sorry if my Welsh mutations are wrong. Don't come at me. But it basically means, maybe in broken Welsh, welcome to Cynefin. So there's me. Off I go. Thank you for greeting me. We will start at the beginning. So ignore all this. I'm going to go to the airport. Off we go. Now I'm just going to go walk around my island and kind of explain what I'm doing and where I was going with this, because I grew up in Wales. I live in Wales. So a lot of this is just inspired by things I've seen in my day-to-day life. Obviously, because this is the UK, we have a telephone box because, you know, iconic. You're also greeted by this little used bookstore sign. There was, sad times, a lovely little used bookstore in my town, but sadly it's no longer running, but I decided to commemorate it by making this secondhand bookshop. Oh, the till makes a noise. And they're getting their delivery of books here, and it's just a cute little used bookstore. I don't know what order I'm going to do this in. Hang on. We're going to go back down here. This, is a lamppost that I'm having trouble navigating. This is kind of just like the little boathouse. I think they probably have a proper name, but boathouse will do. There are lovely little coastal towns all over Wales. I was going to say Swansea. I mean, that's a coastal city, but it counts. And there's always lovely little boats everywhere. The beaches are like kind of decorated, but I kind of wanted to go for a more natural vibe with them, so they've just got seaweed on them and boats, and that's actually a lot, really. There is ice cream, because even though the weather is raining right now, it is just iconic that you have ice cream when you are at the beach. It's just what you do. Hello, you. Speaking of ice cream, this is Tipper, obviously, and she runs a lovely little ice cream shop over there. But first things first, look at this. It's a farmer herding his sheep out of one field and moving them into another. A very common practice in Wales. This me over here just keeps on following me. She just wants to judge me, honestly. This is the sheep field. So you've got a little shed in there with the sheep and some hay and, you know, sheep. And this one here is like, oh ho, ladies, I am interested. So this tractor is slowing up the traffic that would be. In here, we have horses. I don't know if I can, I can get in. So here is the horse field. Lots of wheat fields with the horses, and they're just in here. There is a type of Welsh horse. I wanna say it's called a Welsh cob. You know what I've not done? I'm talking about horses. I've not shown you the map of my island. That is a rookie error on my part. Here is the map, and these are all my villagers. As I was saying, Welsh cob. I wanted to get a little horsey to represent that. I've also got Roscoe because he's a grumpy man and he's in love with me, so I couldn't get rid of him. I have Knox because he's a chicken and a knight. We have Patty. We have Tipper because of farm vibes, and lots of sheep because Wales known for their sheep, and two goats because I couldn't have Nan and not Chevre. I had to have the two. They are an item and they deserve to be together forever. Anyway, let's move on. This is my horse shed. If you angle it right, it looks like a little shed, a little stable. I guess we'll go up here. This is where the Able sisters are. There's a little sign that's selling fresh eggs. We can pretend the Ables sell eggs on the side. Why not? So this is just like the little village shop area. here, you get your stuff from the corner shop kind of vibe. And up there, there's a little Welsh flag. Those will be around because Wales is very patriotic. So you often see a lot of Welsh flags everywhere. I want to show you one of my favorite areas. But over there is all the colorful buildings, which I modeled off a little local town where all the buildings kind of are all multicolored. I don't think you're allowed to have them any other color than rainbows. You have to have your houses painted colors just like this. Oh, there you go. Oh, I'll sit here. Ain't that nice? Before we head up into that area, I want to come back down here. I'm really not doing this in any sort of order, am I? It's my brain, I'm sorry. So all around, because it's a farm island, we have just like random farm areas. I'm using the sugar canes here as leeks because leeks are one of the national symbols of Wales, along with the daffodil. And I decided, where are they? Oh my goodness, where did I put them? Aha, there they are. I used the yellow lilies to represent daffodils. Anyway, this is my little apiary. Apiary? This is my bee field. So I've got flowers and I've got bees to make the honey. That's pretty much all there is to it, really. There's bees. Not the bees! Down here, we have a little park. This is where the local youths hang out. The youths get on their skateboard and they come and sit under the bandstand and they hang out. I did this when I was a youth. I would hang out at the bandstand with my friends and I just wanted to recreate that. And the fact that it's rusty shows my age. I've made myself sad. Let's move on. Come down onto this beach. I think this is one of my favorite beaches. This is kind of just like a little overgrown-ish campsite vibe, and over here there's a little boat that someone is working on. So they've got the radio, they've got some paints and some tools, and they're doing up this lovely little boat. This is my little neighborhood. So this is where all my villagers live. They kind of live in this like little staggered neighborhood street, I suppose. Who lives here? Nan. Oh, Nan is here. Nan has got a rugby ball. That's a rugby ball. I know it's a football, but it's a rugby ball. Very Welsh. And then over here, when it's not raining, you can sit and read your book and have some Welsh cakes and bara brith, which are little Welsh snacks like me. Sit here and read my magazine about leaves. It's my favorite. And this is kind of supposed to be a field that backs on to all these houses. All the children come out here and they just play together. This island is pretty much just me being nostalgic for things that I grew up with. So you're welcome. You're learning about me. Don't know if you asked, but you're being told. And unfortunately, these guys don't have a field to back on, but what they do have is my favorite part of this island. It's the castle build. So this is kind of like my National Trust tourist attraction. So, you know, it's just a castle, just a very, very nice castle. Lots of castles in Wales, lots of lovely places where you can go and explore. And here is the donation box because, you know, to keep these castles maintained, you have to donate to them lots and lots of money to the National Trust. But usually at National Trust places, they have ice cream and cakes, and they have amazing little cafes, and their cakes are just glorious, as are their ice cream. So I couldn't not have another little ice cream stand by the National Trust. And of course, if you go up into the castle and you explore, once you've, you know, paid your donation, you can sit at your round table with the knights. And unfortunately, he's not in right now. Knox is dressed up like a knight, and he will show you around and give you the tour of his little castle. Obviously, it's not like a proper castle. It's supposed to be a ruin, but it's being maintained, and Knox is your little tour guide dressed up like a knight. If he was here to demonstrate my point, that would have been perfect, but no. Can't get the staff these days, I suppose. Come up this way, over this little wooden bridge, and this area is another park area where people are playing rugby. And look, there's the score. Apparently it's 5-8. That's fabulous. They're just playing rugby in the mud. Gotta be mud. It's Wales. It rains a lot, and they play rugby in the mud. If you angle the camera, if I've set it up correctly, in the back there is an old coal mine, because another thing that Wales are most known for is the coal mine industry. This one is obviously a retired one. I'm not even sure if there are any, like, working coal mines anymore. I probably should have checked that first. But there is a coal mining museum, which is also like an attraction that you can go visit, and that's called Big Pit. That's a real fun place to go when you're a kid, for sure. You just go down into the mines in the little crane carts and you just walk around. Super interesting to learn. But anyway, apparently it's still being used. Oh, it's that generator over there. But it gives the illusion that there's still work going on at this coal mine. And also, if you are very naughty and you go where you're not supposed to in this disused coal mine, you might fall into a hole. Don't go into coal mines. This is a PSA. There's also another one here. So if you want the fun of falling into a coal mine, you can do that, I guess. Let's go back where we're supposed to be. After you have visited the wonderful castle, you can come up here, and I've turned Blather's museum into the kind of coffee shop, basically. Blather's has been taken over by Brewster, and the museum is just the coffee shop. You can sit out here and overlook the lovely view of Patty walking down some stairs. What a lovely view. Hello, Eunice. Are you out buying eggs? That's lovely. There's another little picnic area, some more Welsh cakes, lovely stuff, area for you to park your car. Oh my goodness, look at this sheep on the beach. Absolute angel over here. Anyway, come over here, and this is another one of the like more touristy beaches. So you've got people making sand castles, little Welsh flags on top of the castles, have a little seat, look out over the sea. Very nice. This little area here is a souvenir shop. This is run by Patty, and this is where you come to buy your soft toys, your little Welsh flag memorabilia. Aha! Now up here is the ice cream shop, and oh, we're gonna get on to my favorite bit, but first I must contain my excitement. This is the ice cream shop, and this is modeled off Joe's Ice Cream, which is a Welsh brand of ice cream, and they have shops all over. I think there's one in Swansea. Let me just give you a little look around at this shop. Ta-da! Ice cream! So this that is right next door to the ice cream shop is the milk vending machine. I have talked about milk vending machines in detail on streams before. Those of you who know I am obsessed with the idea of a milk vending machine. Now let me explain. You go in there, there's these little tiny like storefronts, and they are just filled with milk, different flavors, and you can add flavors to your milk. You just pick a flavor, get your bottle, you put it into the milk coming down machine, you get your milk, and it's brilliant. I need to stop saying milk before I turn into milk.
Shut up about the
milk.
Shut up about the
milk. Moving on, this is Roscoe's place. He is the forest ranger, but this is just his little area. He has a nice little farm going on. He's a grumpy man, but he grows good vegetables. And down there is the campsite, and you can look out over there and see all the wind turbines, because that's another thing Wales is known for. Some people think they're beautiful, some people think they're ugly. I think they look like home. This is where I built my little train station, or at least one of them. But yes, I built this train station on a video, and I think I built all of the train stations in a video actually. But before we go down into the campsite, I just want to show you one of my little jokes. So this is kind of like a little sunken river lookout place. No diving though. You're not allowed to dive, but look. He doesn't care. He's going skinny dipping. Ha ha ha. Right, now we'll go into the campsite. Come down here once you've got off at the train, and you can do your camping. You can do some fishing here. Up there you can see another person's camping with their tea, which is getting very wet. Soggy tea. But you can go up here if you follow the little signs, and then you can shelter from the rain in this cute little shack thing in the forest. I thought was kind of sweet. Oh, and wherever this is, you can feed animals. Up here is kind of like, oh goodness, what's it called? Devil's something. Oh no, I should have looked this up beforehand. Future me will look it up and put in a picture of what I'm trying to create with this thing. Devil's Cauldron? Is that the thing? If it is the Devil's Cauldron, give myself a round of applause. If it's wrong, give me a big smack on the face. This is just another field on the mountain with sheep. These sheep are kissing. We can make them kiss, right? No, don't eat your ice cream in front of them. That's really rude. And come down here, and you have another another little picnic area. Isn't this lovely? So you can sit here and watch the trains. And look, here is a train doing its thing. Very dangerous to walk on train tracks, but it's okay because I live here. But yes, this is another little farm area. You've got a horse munching on some hay. You've got pumpkins, obviously. Over here I have my little chickens in their coop. I thought I had some beans to feed these chickens, but I think a previous version of me stole the beans that were here because these beans were supposed to be to feed the chickens. If you come down here real quickly, this area is just my little fruit garden. There's a chainsaw ominously left on. I don't remember leaving that turned on. Was this you? Who are you? Who's this? Patty? Patty is just out for something. I'm not sure. I don't trust her anymore. She's leaving chainsaws on and she's lurking, walking down inclines. What is your deal? Oh, I didn't mean to throw beans at you. Come back. No. Oh god, I'm making a mess to get out of here. If we go to the left, we can see another disused little train station with a trolley. This is where, again, the youths hang out. But if we go to the right and not get lost, this is my house. I've got my little bagel here for some reason. This is where I eat my lunch outside in the rain. Very Welsh of me. This is my little farm. My laundry here getting soaking wet. And if you look over here, you can see more of the coal mine. The house is sort of decorated, as in just the first room is decorated. Here it is. So I designed it kind of like a little Welsh old-fashioned kitchen. So you've got the rugby ball, you've got welly boots in some mud by the door. So you've just like come in from doing your farming and you've left your boots by the door. Got an old-fashioned radio playing demon music, of course. This is some cowl left on the table, which is the traditional Welsh stew. I don't like stew because you guys know I hate soup. The anti-soup club right here. But, you know, had to include it. Got this old gramophone that looks a little bit like a daffodil, of course. And, of course, I had to have a Welsh dresser. I couldn't not have a Welsh dresser in a Welsh core island. And that's all that's decorated, I believe. I don't think there's anything down there. And I'm a little bit too scared to go down, just in case it's... Oh, fine, I'll go down, but I have a feeling I left myself a nasty surprise down here. Oh, I did. What is this? So, you just have a tarpaulin on the floor, a teddy bear, and a bag of something. Probably eyeballs, knowing me. Let's leave. I think that's everything. I think I've pretty much explored the whole island. If you would like to visit it yourself, you can go ahead and do that. I will put the dream address up on the screen. But hopefully it's been interesting to see some of the little like Welsh nods to things I've put in this island. And even if you just liked the way it looked, I hope you enjoyed this little tour. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye-bye.